Hello and welcome to Herald TV News Bulletin with me, Valentin Diash. Power consumers in the state will be hit hard amid the searing heat. The Joint Electricity Regulatory Commission has approved an average electricity tariff hike of 5.19% from 1st April 2023. Though the hike is marginal, it is likely to affect domestic consumers of the lower and middle class segments. The tariff follows a 1.69 rupee per kilowatt in September 2022 and the public lighting duty on streetlights, which is 0.08% per kilowatt.
Power consumers will bear the brunt of the proposed 5.19% hike in electricity tariff. The hike is proposed to be implemented from 1st April 2023. In September 2022, there was a sharp hike in FPPCA charges. The rate was increased from 39 paise per kilowatt in the January 2022 to rupees 1.69 per kilowatt in September 2022. To add to the woes of consumers, public lighting duty of 0.08 per kilowatt has been imposed. In reality, it is calculated that there has been an overall increase of about 5 to 6% in what domestic consumers have to pay. Worse still, the consumers will have to soon contend with prepaid meters, where if the recharge is not done, the entire household will face a blackout.
See, already the people in Goa are reeling under the pressure of high price inflation. Prices of essential commodities, that is food item, vegetables, fish, everything has gone up. आणि सरकाराचो ताजेर कसलोच कंट्रोल ना. पेट्रोल वाडला, डिझेल वाडला, लायट उदकाची बिलां वाडल्या आनी आतां लायटीची बिलां वाडोवपाचे प्रयत्न चल्ला. आनी इफ they hike the prices in electricity, it will be the third consecutive price hike in the electricity bill, which is very dangerous trend, because this government फक्त लोकांचेर टॅक्स मारप आनी सरकार चलप. How can you run the government only by taxing the people, and how much you will tax the people? आणि लोकांचो पेशन्साचो अंत तुम्ही कितलो पळयतलो, हो एक प्रश्न आसा.
हे सरकार जे आमचे आसा पळय ते सरकार हे गोंयकारांचेर बर्डन जाल्ले आसा, अशा प्रकारचे सरकार जाला. ह्या लोकांनी म्हाका दिसता चाणक्य परत एकदा वाचचो पडटलो. चाणक्यान अशें सांगिल्लें की जे टॅक्स हे अशा प्रकारे घेवंक जाय जशे मधमाशी म्होंव काडटा आनी ते म्होंव काडटकीर म्होंवूय मेळटा आनी फुलांक झाडांक त्रासूय जायना. अशा प्रकारचे टॅक्सेशन सिस्टम हे सरकाराचे आसूंक जाय. पूण आमचो सरकार म्हटलें जाल्यार अजगर, तो अख्खोच गिळूंक सोदता. ह्या सरकारान आमचेर डिमॉनिटायझेशन लायलें, ह्या सरकारान आमचेर GST लायले, जेका लागून लोकांच्या हातांतल्यान पयसो गेलो, जाका लागून लोकांचे धंदे पिड्यार जाले, धंदे बंद जाले. लोकांकडे आयच्या डेटीक पयसो ना आनी पयशे नासतना हे सरकार लोकांकडल्यान आनी पयशे काडूंक सोदता.
सो आयज पळयत जाल्यार आयज खंय ना खंय तरी LPG चार्जीस जे आसा हे सामके खूब वाडलेले आसा. तेच बरोबर वॉटर चार्जीस बीन वाडलेले आसा. तशेंच आतां समज हे इलेक्ट्रिसिटी चार्जीस समज वाडीत आनी हेच्या फ्युचरानूय हे इलेक्ट्रीक चार्जीस जे आसा हे अशेंच वाडपाचे आसा. सो म्हाका दिसता की हे खंय ना खंय तरी सामान्य मनशाक खूब हेजो मारो बसपाचो आसा. आनी जे मनशाचो आयज इन्कम 15,000 सकयल आसा, 10,000 सकयल आसा, तेंचे म्हाका दिसता की खुबशे जे पयशे आसा हे बिलानूच वयता आनी ताका लागून अशा हे सामान्य लोकांक हे खूब मॅटर करतले.
देवेन गांवकर for Herald TV.
Easter, which commemorates the resurrection of Jesus from his death, will be celebrated across all churches in the state and across the world tonight. In his message a day before Easter, His Eminence Philip Neri Cardinal Ferrand called on the people to offer hope and support to the needy, the dejected, the outcast, and those living on the peripheries. He added that everyone living in Goa should join in building a society wherein the interests of others reign above one's personal interest.
On this Easter day, I would like to extend my cordial greetings to all those who believe in the triumph of Jesus over death and evil, and his promise of eternal life. This is what we celebrate today, that Christ did not end up in the tomb, but that he rose from the dead making us sharers in His new life. Easter encourages us to infuse our society with newness of life and purpose. The risen Lord invites us to offer hope and support to the needy, the dejected, the outcast, and those who live on the peripheries. As I send out my wishes for a happy and grace-filled Easter, I pray that all of us living in this beautiful state of Goa may join together in building a society wherein the interests of others will reign above our own interests. May we be challenged to be genuine agents of peace, understanding, and goodwill. I wish you, one and all, a joyful Easter with abundant blessings of Jesus, the risen Lord.
Bureau Report, Herald TV.
Easter is one of the greatest festivals of Christianity. It commemorates the resurrection of Jesus 3 days after his death by crucifixion. For many Christian churches, Easter is a joyful end of the Lenten season of devoted prayer, fasting, and penitence. There was hectic preparations for Easter midnight mass at various churches in South Goa. But what really is the true meaning of Easter? Listen in.
तो देव कुर्सा बेलो आनी मागीर सोतमान तेला म्हणटोचे जेजू कुर्सार चडोवंक ना देवंक जेजू कुर्सार चडलेलो मरूंक आनी आमचे पातो काबार करून आमचें मोन काबार करून आपल्या वेळार जेजू जिवंत जाता आनी आयज आमी राती जेजूच्या जिवंतपणाचो गूट समोर उमटला जेजू मेल्ल्या मध्ये घातलेलो पूण तो जिवंत जाता सगळ्या संवसाराक नव्यान जिवीत आनी जिवंतपण दिवंक सोतमानतेरी मनशां आयज देवाक वाखाणटली देवाक हालेलुया म्हणटली कित्याक आमची कूड नव्यान जिवंत जाता आनी आमकां व्हडल्यो व्हडल्यो वस्तू मेवतात जिवंतपण जेजूचें तेच बरोबर जेजूचें कोश्ट मोड आनी जिवीत आमकां व्हडलें देवाचें देण आनी आयच्या दिसा आमी उज्याचेर आशिर्वाद घालतलो उदकाचेर आशिर्वाद घालतलो आनी मिसाची भेट समोर उमटतलो आनी मागीर हो जेजू जाय आमकां इतलें केलां तो आमकां आमच्या घरांनी मेळूंक येतलो ते पास्कल ब्लेसिंगाक फुड्यान मिनींग आहा हो जेजू आमच्या घरांनी येता आमच्या घरांचेर आशिर्वाद घालून आमच्या गोराव्यांचेर आशिर्वाद घालून आमच्या रस्त्यांचेर आमच्या सगळ्या गांवचेर तुमकां सगळ्यांक बरी पास्काची परब हांव देता देवान तुमचेर आशिर्वाद घालूं हालेलुया.
Here today the Holy Spirit Church too, the Easter celebrations are going to take place. Also at Our Lady of Rosary Church Fatoda, Great Church Margaon, Carmelite Monastery Margaon, and other places of Goa and the whole of the world. The preparations are going on full swing.
Inasa Narona for Herald TV.
The special investigative team probing hundreds of land grabbing has revealed that hundreds of square meters of land of innocent Goan landowners couldn't have been executed without the conveyance of government officials. Herald had always maintained that this mega scandal couldn't have been executed without the help of corrupt government officials, which now range from the driver to the top officials of the department.
The SIT formed in August 2022 has received more than 450 complaints involving land grabbing of over 700 properties. However, of the 450, 44 complaints are being presently heard by the Commission of Inquiry on Land Grabbing. The designated police officer of SIT attached to the crime branch has in his affidavit revealed the modus operandi of how land grabbing was executed. The officer deposed before the commission that the accused persons identified one Christian family having common Goan surnames, for example, Fernandez, Rodriguez, D'Souza, etc., and fraudulently transferred the said property in their names. Thereafter, the accused persons managed to register their family succession deed by suppressing the family details before the sub-registrar's office and later transferred the property to genuine prospective buyers. The SIT revealed that the gang of accused persons prepared fake or false documents in the Portuguese language showing deeds of sale in the common Christian name, which are shown as the blood relatives of the accused. Then, with the help of the archives department staff, they managed to insert the said forged deeds of sale in the record of the archives department and subsequently obtained and certified copies of the same. They made it look like an authenticated document certified by the archives department and further got them translated into English. After all this, the accused used to file an application for the mutation before the office of Mamladar by enclosing a copy of the forged sale deed along with the English translated copy for inclusion of their names in Form 1 and 14. The next step is to register the first sale deed to transfer the said property in the name of a fictitious buyer. It may be noted here that in many cases the buyer is also the accused facing charges in the cases. After registering the sale deed, the land grabber and fake successor of the original Goan landowner moved the file for a mutation to enroll their names as the new owners. Then they made a genuine sale to the next party which doesn't know the background and presented genuine papers in the name of the seller, who is one other than the main accused land grabber, who has transformed into the legal heir or successor of the original owner. Along with the archives, the accused gang has been involved in preparing the forged sale deeds and inserting the same in the record of the sub-registrar's office as well. Bureau Report, Herald TV.
Hundreds of devotees gathered to celebrate the Chatra Purnima Utsav at Sri Naguesh Devasthan in Bandura in Ponda. The Maharotsav was held at 5:30 am on Saturday. What is the significance of this Chatra Purnima Utsav and what does the festival encompass? Listen in.
आज महारत झालो सकाळी. महारत म्हणजे सकाळी आज नागेश देवस्थान ते नागेशाचे लक्ष्मीनारायण गणपती यांचे सकाळी 5:30 पालखेन महाराजांत आगमन जालें. ताजे नंतर महाराजांत देवाचे बसयलो. ताजे नंतर महाआरती जाल्यो. ताजे नंतर आमच्या पर्तगाळचे स्वामी महाराजाचे हस्ते नाल्ल फोडून रथाचेर नाल्ल फोडून बाकीचे भक्तजनांनी महाजनांनी सगळ्याचेर नाल्ल फोडून मागीर रथाच्या प्रस्थान सौंदेकर राजाच्या वाड्यार जालें. ताजे नंतर मागीर सौंदेकर राजाचें आगमन जावन थंय महाआरती जाल्यो आनी मागीर परत देवाचें आगमन परत देवळांत येवन आरती जावन महाप्रसाद लोकांक प्रसाद वितरण करण्यात आलो.
आमची चैत्र पौर्णिमा जात्रा 2 तारखेक सुरू जाल्या आणि आज ताची रातची सांगता जाता नौकाविरांवर. त्या निमित्तान खास विशेष उपस्थिती आणि एक इतिहासान नोंद जावपा सारकी पर्तगाळ स्वामीचे हांगा वास्तव्य चैत्र पौर्णिमेक जात्रेक जाला. 5 तारखेक तांचें आगमन जालां. आज 7 तारखेक सकाळीं हांगा महाविष्णू यज्ञ सुरू जाला. ताजी आज दनपरां 12:30 वाजता महाराजाच्या उपस्थितीत ताजी सांगता जातली कळ्ळें. ताजे उपरांत आरती जावन महाप्रसाद जातलो. मागीर तशेंच 2 वरांचेर महाराजाची परती उपस्थिती जावन महाराजाची आमचे संस्थान तर्फे अध्यक्ष नायकान पाद्यपुजा आनी मागीर आशिर्वाद आनी हे जावन महाराजाचे प्राण. आतां जो पळय आमचे महाविष्णू यज्ञ सुरू जाला.
अत्यंत पुरातन जावन आशिल्लें हे नागेश महारुद्र देवता गोंयांत खंय एक स्थान पल्लट जालें ना देवा सानिध्य पयर पासून हांगा आसा. हें अत्यंत महत्वाचें गोश्ट. अनेक देव हांगासून कर्नाटका गेल्ले आसा आनीक स्थानांतर जाल्ले आसा हांगाचे. तरी नागेश महारुद्र देवता हे पयलीं परसून आसा हांगा तो साईक जावन आसा. ही स्थान पल्लट जाल्ला अत्यंत महत्व समस्त हे ग्रामचे हे गांवचे अत्यंत महत्वपूर्ण आनी ते पूर्ण सासाय आशिल्ले देव नागेश महारुद्र. तागेले त्यांना आठवण केल्यार आमची अनेक तरेची खंयचे ते दुखापती आसल्या ती परिहार जाता. तांची एक महाजन अशें म्हणून भक्त भावीक आनी तेच प्रमाणे हांगा ग्रामस्थ आशिल्ल्या समस्त ग्रामस्थांक सर्वांक तो ते वेळार पावता अशी एक विशिश्ट ख्याती देवाची आसा.
ब्युरो रिपोर्ट, हेरल्ड TV.
Activists on Friday exposed the illegal landfilling that was taking place in wetlands in Ward Number 7 behind Libra Febra's Chapel in Chimbal. During an ongoing cleanliness drive, a truck was caught dumping garbage and debris into the traditional drain, thereby blocking it to construct houses. The police have arrested the truck driver.
हांवें एक ट्रक दवरलेलो, म्हणजे 2 ट्रक तेज्या पयलीं गेल्ले आनी त्या उपरांत हांवें एक ट्रक सापडायलो जेन्ना आमी क्लिनिनेस ड्रायव करताले आमच्या कपेला लागीं. आतां हो ट्रक डेब्रीज डंप करतालो ह्या जाग्यार आनी द मेन कॉज तो म्हणटा कितें ते गराबो आहा तो त्या गराब्यान आपल्याक सांगलें हे डंप कर म्हणून. पूण हांव कितें म्हणटा, जेन्ना तूं डंप करता तो नळा वो तो ड्रेनेज कितें आहा तें तुमी लक्षांत दवरपाक जाय. ते घर सेफ करपाक लागून ते कॉलेप्स जाता ये सॉल्यूशन नो. ये किसने बोला आपको उड़ाने के लिए?
ये जगह वाला.
कौन जगह? ये जगह है
इधर बौड़ी है ना.
कौन? ये बौड़ी है. देखो
क्या पता है,
तुम कैसा उड़ाया, किसका परमिशन लेके?
वो है ना कॉन्ट्रैक्टर.
कौन कॉन्ट्रैक्टर? ये तो वेटलैंड है.
अब बुलाता ना उसको.
बोला सरपंच का पे सरपंच. This is the truck. This is the truck, and here if you see, this is ward number 7, and see the debris for landfilling. This is all landfilling, and there is what do you call this, man?
all debris.
No, it's a vaur. It's a nalla over here, which has been. I'll show you exactly what they are doing. Lots of illegalities are going on here. I'll take you to the place. See, this is how they fill the land and they build the houses. This is all the debris. This is how land filling is being done. See, you can see the ditch. They just fill this land and afterwards they construct houses like this. I don't know how the TCP and how they get permissions for this. See how the massive constructions are going on. There is a massive land filling in the water bodies of Chimbal, just behind Librafeb's chapel in Chimbal. I have brought this notice to the Sarpanch as well as the PI of Old Goa, who promptly took action, and the Sarpanch also, he came immediately and he had a look about it, and we have arrested the driver for dumping 3 trucks of construction material in the pond, and hence he is been arrested by the PI of Old Goa. And now we are going to put a complaint to the WRD and see that the whole thing is being removed.
Bureau Report, Herald TV.
Kavale is literally sitting over a ticking time bomb of illegal scrapyards. Illegal scrapyards are flourishing on the private lands in Kavale Panchayat at Ponda without NOCs from the local panchayats, fire department or the Goa Pollution Control Board. Locals are angered by hazardous and unsanitary conditions of these scrapyards. Kitchen equipment with LPG cylinders thrown amidst piles of plastic, wood and other flammable material are seen in the scrapyard.
रिस्पॉन्स परतो दिलो ना आनी हांगासर जे स्थानिक आसा आमचे गांवचे धवळेचे ते सदांच तेंचो बोवाळ आसता की आमकां हांगा हे हळशीक आसा किंवा हे कोण कोण लोक येवन थंय रावता आमची भुरगीं बी रातचे एकठी वता ताका लागून आमी परत कलेक्टराक एक लेटर धाडलें आनी तेजे तिणें आयज मामलेदाराक सांगून इन्स्पेक्शन काडिल्लें आसा
सेक्शन 133
हय आनी खरें तर पळोवंक गेल्यार हें खरें अशी इतली हळशीक आसा ही की हें खरें काडपाकूच जाय अशें आमचो एक निर्धार आसा कित्याक आतां वयर जे आमी पयलीं पळयलें थंय संडास बाथरूम थंय कांयच थंय ना ते लोक सगळे उदकार हळशीक करता आणि एक रातचो 3, 3:30, 4 सुमार ते वयर उजो घालतात आणि त्याचो थंगोर सगळे अख्खे ढवळे जी आमची पंचायत तांकां सगळ्यांक थंयच्यान आमकां रातचे 4 सुद्दां आमकां वास येता फोन येता आयज तेणी सामकें तो निवळ करून दवरला कित्याक तांकां नोटीस गेली न्ही आमी आदी सांगितलें
हे आतां आसा ती स्क्रॅबा सगळी लिगली आसा
लिगल ना तिका
लिगल नाल्यार पंचायत कित्याक काडली ना ती
पंचायतीन सगळी एक्शन ट्राय केली घेवपाची कळ्ळें न्ही आनी लोकांनी स्ट्रॉंग ऑब्जेक्शन आसा न्ही
आतां तुमीच पळयलें ना ओनर कोण आतां सगळ्या पुलअप करून सगळे गेले चावी करून कोण रावलो तांकां 8 दिसां नोटीस आयला तेणी रावप
ऑल टुगेदर कितले आसा स्क्रॅप यार्डां कितलीशी आसा
सद्या
नोटेड आसा आतां 15 पूण मोर दॅन दॅट आसा कळ्ळें न्ही आतां 25-30 तरी आसतले
सो पंचायतीक हाजो कितें रेवेन्यू मेळटा सो त्या दृश्टीकोनान तुमी कित्याक तांचेर एक्शन घेवना
ना ते जालें 33 CRP कळ्ळें न्ही पयलीं एक्शन जाल्ली पूण तेजेर कोर्टान स्टे दिली तांकां फॉर द डेमोलिशन ऑफ ऑल द स्ट्रक्चर्स
कंप्लेन कोणे दिली
कंप्लेन पंचायतीनूच दिल्या
आनी आमकां लोकांचे कंप्लेनी आसा पळय प्रशासन तुमच्या दारी तो प्रश्न येता स्क्रॅपांचो आनी पराडपूण आमी कंप्लेन दिल्ली आनी बाकीच्या लोकांनी दिल्ली त्या आदाराचेर आमी कलेक्टराक लेटर करून
फूल डे स्टेप तुमचो कितें आसतलो
आतां 12 तारखेर
रिपोर्ट आतां कोणा वयतलो
रिपोर्ट ती कोतली
कलेक्टर
12 तारखेची हियरींग आसा
सो तुमचो फुडलो स्टेप कितें आसतलो
आमी सामको निर्धार आसा आमचो आमी
12 तारखेर हेजेर हियरींग आसा आतां रिपोर्ट वतलो वयर तेजेर आनी त्या हिशोबान अंडर 33 सेक्शन ती एक्शन घेतली
कोर्टान काय
कलेक्टर कारण NOC कसलीच ना न्ही आनी एक्चुअली हे स्क्रॅप इंडस्ट्रियल झोन आसपा जाय झोनूच तेंचो सारको ना जाल्यार तांकां आनी कसलीच ऑथॉरिटी कन्सर्न NOC दिवन कांयच फायदो.
ब्युरो रिपोर्ट हेरल्ड TV.
Pre-primary and primary students of Kurgaon Kamaleshwar School participated in the Bazaar Day organized by the school. The significance of the Bazaar Day was to teach students commercial activities and to inculcate a sense of entrepreneurship. Students brought various plants, fruits and vegetables and other household items to put up for sale. The school staff, parents and Kurgaon Panchayat members attended the Bazaar Day on Saturday.
कमलेश्वर सभागृहांत कमलेश्वर प्रायमरी आणि प्री प्रायमरी हायस्कुलाच्या वतीन हांगासर एक बाजार डे केलो हो खरोच एक चांगलो आनी बरो उपक्रम आसा ज्या खातीर आमच्या भुरग्यांक एक वेव्हारीक ज्ञान मेळटा तशेंच उपक्रमांतल्यान भुरग्यांक एक जे समाजाचो जो वेव्हार आसा समाजाचो वेव्हार चलता त्या वेव्हाराचें ज्ञान मेळटा आनी भुरग्यांक फुडें सरपाक ताची खूब मदत जाता.
आज बाजार डे दवरला भुरग्यांक बिजनेसा बद्दल कळपाक कशे कस्टमर येता ताका हँडल करपाक कोणी 100 रुपीज दिले 80 रुपीजाचे घेतले 20 रुपीज दिवपाक आनी बिजनेसान कितें कळपाक ताचे खातीर एक बाजार डे प्रोग्राम दवरला पालकांनी ताका भरपूर सपोर्ट केलेला.
काय उपक्रम केला आहे तो वाखण्यात उभा आहे असे उपक्रम चालूच ठेवायला पाहिजे जेणेकरून मुलांचे व्यावहारिक ज्ञान वगैरे जे व्यावहारिक ज्ञान ते आत्मसात करू शकतील लोकांपर्यंत पोहोचू शकतील त्यांची कला ते लोकांपुढे मांडू शकतील असे हे प्रकल्प या उपक्रम आहेत ना ते शाळेच्या वतीने जे काही राबवलं आहे त्याबद्दल शाळेला धन्यवाद. जी कमिटी कोणी हे सगळे अरेंजमेंट वगैरे केले आहेत सर्व लोकांचे आभार.
Makbul Malgamani for Herald TV.
Goa's first international football player and the first captain of Goa's 1964 Santosh Trophy team and football legend, Menino Figueredo, died early Saturday this morning. Menino Figueredo was one of those Goans who literally sprouted from the fields to later play football on the turf greens and beat the best. He's one of those Goans who was good enough to play alongside the Portuguese while Goa was under Portuguese dominion, and also play alongside the best and beat the Indians when Goa became part of India. Goan players of yesteryears pay tributes to the legend of Menino Figueredo.
Goa's first international football player, first captain of Santosh Trophy team and a football legend, Menino Figueredo died early Saturday, 8th April 2023 morning. He captained Goa's first Santosh Trophy team in 1964 He introduced Goa to India as a footballing force that would later send shivers to all and sundry. Menino Figueredo played alongside the Portuguese footballers. When Goa became independent, what a sight he must have been playing for newly independent Goa. Menino was also the first Nis Goenkar born, trained and bred in Goa to play for India. He played right foot defence, earning the nickname Hamo or Pillar. You didn't have to worry if he was there. If there was anything for the opposition to know, he could play both feet and in the air.
He was a star of Goa and legend. We can say a legend of Goa. Now Aikolar Koni Montala, but I have not seen him playing. But I've heard a lot of things from him when I was there. But it's the legend has died now. Let's lay to rest.
Yeah, and the fact is that he was the first player who was born and brought up in Goa, and he went on to play for India also. So how do you think of that? Because that time there were very few facilities.
See, during our time and during his time, there were a lot of less facilities. But nowadays, players get good facilities. But overall, I can say that what he has done for Goa is a proud moment, and we should keep it in as a memories for us, whatever he has done for Goa.
I've seen him in 60s. I've seen him play for Salgonkas, especially in the Gold Cup. I think that was the last I've seen him in action. Is first Bandhavgarh Gold Trophy. And Menino was a big, huge figure on the field. It looks like he's covering the midfield and the defenders very easily. And he was a very sensible footballer. And he had such a structure. He should have been, to me, by that time, I don't know how the communication could have played for some years for the country, which unfortunately was not possible. I don't know, maybe communication and whatever it is. But he was a nice gentleman. When I was in the Sports Authority of Goa, he has taken the responsibility of coaching at Karmana Center. And I've been touched over to him for years. For years, except the last 1 or 2 years, I was not much in touch with him due to various reasons. And we miss him. He's such a person. Even after football, he was friendly. He was sort of a kind person. He used to come. He was quite elder to me. Whenever I was in the office in stadium, he would walk into the stadium, just pushing the door and say, "Hello, Brahmanan." And such a nice person. I can't forget him. And we missed a big loss for the one football. May I only pray to God that Menino rest in eternal peace.
So, how do you rate him as a player?
As a player, he had a fantastic physique. He had a fantastic physique and true physique of a top professional footballer. And not only that, he was visionary on the field for his headings, for his passings, the ball control. He was everywhere, helping defense, helping the attack. That much I can talk about him, and very attractive person on the field.
So, what do you think of the fact that he came up when there were no facilities?
Exactly. All footballers, most of the footballers have come up that way. His personal enthusiasm, interest, and I think strong will. They just wanted to enjoy football. Most of the footballers did the same thing. Facilities, giving facilities, you cannot be an international unless you devote yourself. You got to be highly dedicated. Sacrifices, a lot of things are required there. Even on the game day, he knows what time to eat. Where was science those days? Everyone would say, much big enjoy Sankale. Much light there gaming. This is all science. Was that not a science that time? There are a lot of things which have happened, and players never looked back. And there was huge support from the families those days, from the villages those days. This football. And that's one of the reasons Menino, without all these facilities, have moved up to that level, and like other players too.
Jovitio Lopez for Herald TV.
That's all we have in today's news bulletin. Thanks for watching Herald TV News. For more news and alerts, please follow us on Heraldo on Facebook and Twitter. Take care and goodbye.